Hey, quick disclaimer. I am not a professional advisor. The content in this video are for entertainment and educational purposes only and reflect my personal opinion. It should not be taken as financial advice or investment advice. Always do your own research and speak with a licensed financial advisor before you make any investment decisions. I may own positions in the stocks that I talk about, and when I do, I will mention that at the start of the video. This is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion, and please do your own research before investing. Thank you. Let's get on to the video. Good evening, everybody. I'm Lee from SilverLiningAnalysis, and today I just wanted to make a little bit of a different video than I've been doing over the past couple months. Personally, I've been kind of busy. Right now, I'm switching jobs. I got about 2 jobs, and if you count this YouTube channel as well, I got 3 full-time jobs. So right now I'm a little bit busy, not doing a lot of research, but I'm also still working on the 1000 subscribers video. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really cool, so stay tuned for that. It is coming. It is probably coming out this weekend, actually, so if you don't want to miss that, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1,500 subscribers already, so I'm behind, but I'm working as fast as I can to get it out for you guys and to get back to the research that I have been providing you guys with for the past couple months. But today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the stocks that we have been making videos about. And you can see all of those stocks right here. So you can see that we've made quite a bit of headway in this market. We talked about a lot of the different stocks that are out there, a lot of the stocks that people talk about. If you've watched my videos over the past couple months, you know that I always use a set price for gold and for silver when I value deposits. But that is kind of unfair, I feel like, because the price of silver and the price of gold have been rising a lot recently. So as of a kind of a thought experiment for myself, I have decided to make this spreadsheet and to look at what the changing gold and silver prices do to these deposits and to these deposit values. Because when I invest in a stock, I always invest in it because I think that the deposit itself is valuable. At the one hand, you have the management team who can bring value to a company, but on the other hand, a big part of why you would invest in a junior miner is purely about the deposit. Is the deposit valuable, and can the deposit eventually become an actual operating mine? And the prices of the metals that they are mining, of course, is a big part of that economic assessment. So today, we are going to look at just that. I've made a little spreadsheet for you guys, and I have made a couple lists here. Right, wait, if we go back a little bit, you can see all the deposits that the companies have right here. If you want to know more about a specific stock, just go to my channel and click the video, and I'll explain to you in as much detail as I can what the stock is about, what the story is, what the management team is, and how this deposit came to be. But if we look in these columns, you can see that at different gold and silver prices, these are the values of these given deposits. And this is the current market cap of the company. If you've been involved in this market over the past couple months, you've definitely noticed that your portfolio has grown a lot because all of these companies have gone up in value. And over the past couple days, I've been wondering whether or not it might be time to exit this market, or whether or not these stocks have become overvalued, or if there's still a value opportunity here. To answer that question, we have to look at the market cap in relation to the deposit value, in my opinion. When I judge a deposit, I always assume that somebody else might buy the deposit for about 15% of the actual deposit value. That is based on research that I've done in the past, because in a bull market, when big mines buy smaller deposits, they usually pay about 15% of what is in the ground. So if we then look at these multiples that we have right here, I have done the following. The market cap is right here. So this is what these companies trade for today. This is their undiluted market cap. So that means that stock options and warrants are not included in this market cap. This is the price that you pay for the company right now were you to go to the open market and buy all the stocks that are out there. This does not include warrants. So actual prices might differ a little bit. If you want to know a much more detailed analysis of this, please just do it yourself, or go to my videos and go check them out. In general, it's a very good idea to just do your research yourself and to take these videos as sort of a guideline on what to look at when you're investing in a junior mining company, or what to avoid when looking at management teams, etc., etc. But if we, for instance, look at the market cap of Abra Silver, because that is just the one that is closest to the top, at a silver and gold price of $50 silver and $3,000 gold, you can see that this deposit is worth about 16 billion, maybe $16.5 billion. The market cap is 1.5 billion. If we then take 15% of this value, right? Because we assume that the company is getting bought out for 15% of the deposit value that they have right now, right? If that were to happen today, this stock would have a potential gain of 166%, right? But if we take the deposit value at the gold and silver prices of today, we would have a multiple of 312%. So that means that Abra Silver still has more room to grow. It still has upside. Even though the stock has already been rising, right? The stock has already been appreciating. It can appreciate a lot more, right? Because the stock has still not caught up to general bull market prices. And that, I think, would be really nice. Abra Silver, the multiple on Abra Silver is relatively low compared to other stocks in this list, because you can see that for Gold X2 Mining, right, their deposit is also valued at about 30 billion, but their market cap is only 286 million. So that means that their multiple is bigger. Now we get to the most important part, and that is the question whether or not this will actually become a mine, right? So if you are buying a stock, you are betting on a couple things, right? You're betting on the deposit itself. Is it real? Is it there? Is it growing, right? You're betting on the management team. Will they spend the money correctly, and will they not dilute you into oblivion? And you are betting on the fact that this mine will actually be a operating mine in the future, right? Because only if a deposit could become an actual operating mine will it be bought out by another company to produce it. So the multiples here do not mean guaranteed returns, right? You need to understand the story about the mine. You need to understand where it is located, what the jurisdiction is like, and to get a little bit more insight into that, I refer you back to my videos. But right here, you can see the potential multiples. And what I think is very interesting is that there is a multiple of at least 140% on all the stocks that I've looked at. So there is still room for growth in this market. And that is something that I think is really interesting, because the prices of gold and silver have risen so much in the past couple of days, well, past couple months, past couple of years. The prices of these stocks have risen a lot. These stocks still haven't caught up to where I think they should be, right? And that gives me a lot more bullishness and a lot more room to stay in this market. Because over the past weeks, I have been thinking here and there, maybe to sell a little bit, and maybe that is a good idea. But honestly, seeing that there is still room for expansion in all of these stocks is very interesting, and is definitely something to keep an eye on. From this point onward, I will definitely be using these prices for gold and silver in my analysis, just to make it a little bit more accurate with today's prices. But that is really all that I wanted to say to you guys right now. There is still room for growth in these prices, even though prices are high right now, or well, they are higher than they were in the past. There is still room for a lot of growth. And if you are holding these stocks right now, I congratulate you on all your gains. If you are not in the market as of yet, if you have been waiting on the sidelines, just know that you have missed a lot of the gains, but there are still gains to be made, but you need to pick the right stocks. And if you don't know what stocks to pick, just pick an index. But if you want to get a little bit more sophisticated with all of this, if you want to get a little bit more savvy with this mining investing, watch the videos on my channel. Try to get into it. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked this video. Leave a dislike if you didn't. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.